Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's 100% The Elder Scrolls for Oblivion. See, I've got the intro down now. It only took about 100 episodes, but I have it. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Can we take 1 second? As I was starting this episode, I was listening to the music that's playing on the Gold Coast, and it's beautiful, man. I mean, I don't know which is my favorite soundtrack for an Elder Scrolls game. Morrowind's really cool, but it's definitely not my favorite. It's either Skyrim or Oblivion. I gotta say, it just might be Oblivion. Like, the different tracks that play when you're just in nature. I like bright games much more than I like sort of dark games, and that's not always true. I love, love, love Dark Souls, and I love dark themes of Dark Souls, and I love Bloodborne. Holy crap, now that we've finished that on stream. But I don't know, just playing games like Oblivion makes me feel really happy, you know, because it's so bright. It's Cyrodiil is just awesome to behold, and the music is great. So I just wanted to, let's not forget about the music during this Let's Play, okay? All right, let's move on, shall we? We are doing Mages Guild recommendations, which means that we need to go to every Mages Guild in Cyrodiil and do a recommendation, do a little sort of kind of half quest. I mean, they're legit quests, but they're a bit short since we have to do so many of them. And they're fun for the most part. This one, we just stopped a rogue mage, and now we have our recommendation.
So, what of the rogue mage? Has he been found?
See, that's the thing with this quest, by the way. Everybody says he. They've been referring to the rogue mage as he. And it's to throw you off. It's a red herring to make you think that it's not Caravalda or whatever her name was. Because it's actually a female. Now, isn't that crazy? Women are capable of evil?
I don't know what Archmage Traven has against necromancy, but the first thing he did after taking over the Mages Guild was to ban its practice.
Now, that's interesting, and that's important, so keep that in mind. Archmage Traven, of which we stole his ice staff, has banned necromancy, which I guess was allowed in Morrowind, right? I suppose so. I mean, it seems like it's always the messed up practice of magic in most fantasy RPG settings. So why would you? It's weird that it's not looked down upon in the Elder Scrolls. You know? Okay.
I don't. A she, you say, and she's dead. Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done. No more innocent deaths, at least for now. You have done well enough for yourself. I'll pass along my recommendation to Raminus. Though I must say, I doubt it will do you much good in the end. You'd be surprised how easily they forget about the little people.
I don't like people like this that always like take opportunities to give little digs to people.
Goodbye.
Even if she's right. Even if like it is hard to move through the bureaucracy that is the Mages Guild. Like, you're not gonna be able to do a lot of things in life if you always think about shit like that. And there's so many people that just have that mentality, like, oh, why bother? It's so hard to do this. It's so hard to do that. There's different circumstances. You know, circumstances are always changing. I don't mean to get on my high horse or anything. I'm just, man, I consider myself a realist, not even like a forgetting the. Not a pessimist, because pessimist means is kind of like what I'm talking about. But whatever. I don't consider myself somebody that's always like looking on the bright side. But at the same time, I don't like always try to, you know, think that nothing can be done about situations. Whatever. Hopefully this makes sense. It's annoying to me when people are like that. It's like you're gonna live such a sad life if you always think about things like that. Okay. Here is the Mages Guild for Cheydinhal. This is my favorite one out of the recommendations. As far as I remember, I could be wrong as we go through the recommendations. We can see if there's ones that I like more. But anyways, this one's awesome. Before we do this, before I forget, let me use some soul gems on our Mehrunes Razor. Bow of the Dynamo as well. This thing's going to be really easy to charge, so let's do that first. Soul gem is empty. Okay. We've got a grand soul gem. Yeah, I'm just going to use all of them, honestly. Okay, and we are out of soul gems. These have nothing. Varla Stone, we have one left, and that's going to recharge everything in our inventory. Unfortunately, Mehrunes Razor has a ton of charge, which is not good because we can't just go to somebody to recharge it. It's going to be too much. Okay, let's get our recommendation at the Cheydinhal Mages Guild.
Hi there.
Hi. Now, I should recognize somebody that could help us out. It's none of these people, but you.
I'm Ditsan, magician, Mage's Guild, that is.
Okay, can you tell me about a recommendation?
I'm afraid you'll have to speak to Falkar about that.
Right, okay. I thought you might be able to help me, but okay, sure.
Farewell.
Farewell. Okay, so we need to find this FAL Kar, and I know exactly what he looks like for a specific reason that I will go over in a second. FAL Kar, that's not you. Look at all of these things that we can steal. Look at all these various potions and things. We've got a lot of time to do that, though. Let's wait until we have the perfect time. I think we might have to go. The thing is, though, with FAL Kar, his schedule's a little off, and there should be some sort of downstairs. Here we go. Mage's Guild basement. We have the Mage's Guild key from joining the guild or for killing somebody at some point in time. FAL Kar, are you down here? I thought he had an office. I could be wrong. Hello, FAL Kar. That needs a key. We can't get through there. Yeah, this is the issue with FAL Kar, is that his schedule's really weird. He's always out of the Mages Guild every now and then. I thought, could have swore, though, that he did have an office. Am I just completely wrong? I thought it was, like, all the way upstairs. Maybe this is the office. Hello, kitties. Please don't scratch my sides. Okay, I think we'll just have to wait. Let's wait about a day. So that's 5 p.m. This will be 1 p.m. And then we'll wait until about this time. Hello, Yennefer. She's so soft. Kitties are new kitties are so soft. They've got the softest little pelts ever. I guess it's weird to call them pelts, right? It's like a hunter term. It's like I'm gonna hunt my kitties and then take their pelts and then make them into a nice little hat. God, that's macabre, isn't it? You'll find with me, though, if you're new here, that I really have no lines, though. And I should probably employ some. Okay, FAL Kar, where are you? I mean, there is no office that I'm missing, right? He's always a pain in the ass to find. He really is. Unless we can ask Ditsan about him and see when he's here. I mean, we could probably do that, right?
Good day.
Hi.
It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here.
I'm sure you are, yeah.
Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it.
Okay.
The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned.
Oh my gosh, I literally just need to find FAL Kar. Can you...
Farewell.
Can you point me in his direction? It's not going to be the garlic thing all over again. I will not let that happen. By the way, are these soul gems filled? You have to tell by their value, and I just don't know the values enough.
I'm Eilenwy. I'm only a conjurer, but Orentur is a full magician. Isn't he wonderful?
I don't know, but you seem very nice.
Perhaps it seems silly, but our love is the most important thing in all creation. Orentur and I spend all our time together in the High Elf way.
What's the High Elf way? 69ing? No, it doesn't seem silly, because in fact, my girlfriend and I, Mary, are the most important thing in my world, so I get it.
That would be FAL Kar's responsibility. Good luck.
Where is he?
Good luck with your field work for Sindarian.
How do you know about that?
Orentur doesn't like to brag, but no one can match the reflect spells he can cast. He might teach you one if you're skilled enough.
Yeah, I bet he can reflect my insta-kill dagger.
The Anvil Guild has made quite a name for itself under Cyrodiil. Did you hear about the recent murderer they caught?
That was me, actually.
Take care.
Where is FAL Kar? I'm about to lose my mind up in here. Aha!
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation.
That's exactly what I'm here for, actually.
Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me?
I am, actually, because I know exactly what you're going to give me.
Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving.
Unfortunately for you, FAL Kar, I've already done this quest many, many, many times, and I know exactly what you're going to have of me.
It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you.
That is actually surprising that he did warn me. Huh.
Farewell.
Bye, FAL Kar. Okay, so we need to go to Dietzen to get the key.
I'm Dietzen, magician, Mages Guild, that is.
Yeah, I know who you are. We've talked. Recommendation?
We can talk, so long as Falkar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falkar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you?
Sure thing. She gave me buoyancy, which is very funny. And I'll tell you why in a second.
He was an associate, just like yourself. Perhaps not the brightest, but very eager. He was given his assignment from Falkar and disappeared. It's like he dropped out of existence. No one knows what happened, and Falkar won't say a word about it.
I know what happened.
Just perform the task you've been given. We'll talk more once you're done.
Okay.
You too.
Now, I have to check something really quick. I think we're okay. But in fact, I'm going to do this just to shit on FAL Kar. Let's actually take a quick trip over to the Imperial City Market District and talk with our very close friend Roseanne. I actually want to do something else here as well. I wanted to see if Roseanne can train me in armor, in the armorer skill, which if she can, then I suppose we will return to her every time. I don't know if it's going to amount to anything. If we really need to get to 75 armor, we can't realistically just train our way up there because we can only train 5 times the level, and we're getting to the point where, you know, leveling up is very hard.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
But anyway, actually, before we do that, got to repair our stuff.
Farewell.
If we can. Oh, only a journeyman, armorer, or higher. Oh my gosh, so it is actually 5, isn't it? Wow. Okay, so that's actually not going to be difficult at all.
Welcome to.
Can you
Pay
train me?
attention.
Ooh, she
and you
can.
can learn a lot.
Okay. Trainer skill journeyman. All right, so real quick before we do this. Our armor skill is 20.
Farewell.
So if I remember right, so what would it be? It's novice. Oh, crap. Well, are we a novice now, or? Journeyman might be 50 is the thing, and it probably is 50, in fact.
It's my pleasure. You've got a lot to learn. Let's see if we can. I'm willing to teach. You've got a lot.
It's only costing us. It's only going to cost us about
the key to success in any endeavor.
Just over 1,000 gold. So here's so if you don't know how training works in Oblivion and in most of the Elder Scrolls, basically you can train skills by paying money 5 times every level. So you can say times train this level 4 out of 5. So we're going to train 5 armor skills, and because our skill is so low, it costs a very low amount because you can realistically just do those skills yourself pretty easily. But we're taking the lazy route. What are we? Apprentice. So we're an apprentice. So we do need to get to, I believe 50 is, yeah, because we're a novice in armorer right now. No, we're an apprentice right now because we got to 25. Then when we get to 50 armor, we'll be a journeyman. Then when we get to 75, we'll be an expert, and 100 is master. So long days and nights at the forge make you strong and tough. You are now an apprentice armorer. Your repair hammers now last twice as long. You cannot repair magical items yet. So we need 25 more points in armor, and I'll just have to find out the best way to do that. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's just wearing non-enchanted armor, getting it messed up, and then repairing it. But nevertheless,
Knowledge is the key to success.
so we can't train
endeavor.
anymore until we level up to another level. I'm
the
gonna
right
have
price.
you repair everything. Thank you. And
May I
now,
interest you in some of my fine wares?
this'll all, we're not selling just for no reason. I'll tell you why in a second. You guys will see. But let's get everything out of our inventory, including the Warhammer
It
of
made
Frost.
a good bit of gold.
Beveled gauntlets. Why do I have these? These were not, I said these were not unique, right? These are definitely not unique. I still don't know, though. Raiment of the Crystal Scar we need to get rid of. These soul gems we'll keep. Then,
You've made a good... That's a good deal. A good price
Okay.
for a good...
so the point of that was now we've got 163 out of 450 carry weight, right? We got rid of mainly just the Warhammer. That was pretty much all we did. But, like I said, you guys will see why in a split second. Yeah, I would really love the ability to repair my enchanted weapons and armor, so we are going to have to find somehow a way to increase our armor skill. And if you guys know of a way, please feel free to let me know. We're looking for the well now. Mage's Guild well needs a key. Why is it not? Do we have a different quest activated? We do, don't we? Yeah, this is the other thing you guys have to keep in mind is when you do these recommendations, it's going to keep the overall join the Mage's Guild quest as your default, so you have to keep clicking the actual recommendations. But we need to go into the well and retrieve the Ring of Burden. That should give you a hint as to what's going to happen here. She also gave us a buoyancy spell. Now, this is what's funny about joining the Mage's Guild as sort of not a mage whatsoever, because you'll get all these spells and you just can't even use them. So, buoyancy, water breathing for 30 seconds on self, feather, 5 points for 30 seconds on self, requires alteration skill of 25. So, as you can see, we can't even cast it. Your skill level is too low. We don't have 25 alteration. So, it's just funny. You get all these, things to help you out, and you can't use any of them. But door open with wall key. Unfortunately for them, I have the Morag Tongue armor. And there's Vidkun. Actually, let's explore the rest of here. Oh, there is a... That's right. There's a Nirn root down here. Okay, so keep that in mind. And, yeah, we're looking for Vidkun. Here he is. If you remember, they didn't know what happened to him. Well, he's dead because he had this Ring of Burden, which weighs 150 pounds. So... what's his name? FAL Kars is a terrible, terrible person and has literally instructed this apprentice to grab a ring that weighs 150 pounds in the well. And, of course, he couldn't take it out, so he just dies. But you can unequip it, so I guess Vidkun was just too dumb to unequip it. I have found the Ring of Burden and should return it to FAL Kars. No problem. Yeah, unfortunately for FAL Kars, he didn't realize that we had the Morag Tongue armor. And, 150 pounds is no problem, especially after getting rid of our stuff. We didn't need to sell our stuff, but I just wanted to illustrate that, of course, I knew what was going to happen here.
Have you noticed a change in the...
I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation.
And what is that?
I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by FAL Kars. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted FAL Kars directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council.
Okay. Well, what about the Ring of Burden?
Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's unique, so I do have to take it back to my my house. And Vidkun.
It's such a shame. He didn't deserve to die like that.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No doubt.
Now we need to go to FAL Kars Office, which weirdly enough is in the basement. Usually you would think the office would be at the top part of the building. Here's the wooden door that we couldn't enter before. Let's close that and let's steal everything of his. Looks like he's not going to be using it, right? Here we have a chest inside of which just a paintbrush. Oh, by the way, since our skill is 100 now, we do have to unequip the skeleton key in order to raise our skill, because we're technically a master. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? The only thing is that we can't use lockpick to level up. We can't use security to level up anymore, because it's a main skill, and it would help us greatly if we leveled up. But as long as we have the skeleton key, as far as I understand, it raises our skill to 100. So really, right now, it's at 60 because the skeleton key increases it by 40, or it's at 40 and the skeleton key increases it by 60, whatever it is. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure the only downside to having the skeleton key now is that we cannot raise security from 60 to 100 or whatever, and thus level up faster because security is a main skill. If that's correct, let me know. Okay. We have black soul gems here, which I think is the first time we've seen these, right? Could be wrong. There's no evidence of a recommendation in FAL Kars' room, but I found black soul gems. I should take them to Deetsan immediately. Yeah, black soul gems are obviously in Skyrim, but I forget if they, I mean, they should be in Oblivion. For some reason, my mind's just blanking. Anyways, what else do we have here? This thing's worth a little pretty penny. And it looks like that's about it for FAL Kars' room. Okay. Let's go ahead and return to Deetsan with the black soul gems. And yeah, if you guys have played Skyrim, you should know what a black soul gem is.
Have you noticed a
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate.
Okay, works for me.
Take care.
You too, Deetsan. I appreciate it. Deetsan is one of the nicest NPCs in all of Oblivion, and we have gotten our Cheydinhal recommendation. So let's move back to join the Mages Guild. Let's see. How many more do we have? We have Bruma. I remember that one. Some of the towns don't have a Mages Guild, if I remember right. Leowyn. Which one was... Oh, I do remember that one. Okay. Bravo. Wait, do they all have one? I guess they do. Huh, they do. Okay. I thought some of them didn't. Let's see. Which one should we do? There's... some of them are more interesting than others. I'd say let's go to Bruma next. I do remember this one. This one's quite fun. Quite interesting. Hello, Yennefer. I've taken a call in Yennefer now, and I don't like it because she's supposed to be Targaryen. I need to call her Targaryen if I'm going to call her by her full name, damn it. Because she's not named after Yennefer from The Witcher. But she's such a cute kitty anyways. There's Greyjoy as well, just entered the door. Okay, let's talk to somebody here. We've got actually... Yeah, that's weird. We didn't get a direct green icon towards the person we needed to talk to last time, did we? We had to find FAL Kar, if I remember right. But this time, it's leading us to directly...
Why, hello there.
Leading us directly to
You must be
Jan
new.
Frasoric.
Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild. If you ever need anything, just let me know. I have friends in all sorts of high places, you know, so I can get things done that others can't. And if I can do anything for you, I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favor.
Yeah, sure. I need a recommendation.
A recommendation? From me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Who is Jaskar?
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
Okay, doesn't seem too hard. What is Gerunder?
Honora and Jorunda were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Honora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all, poor thing.
Oh, right. Okay, that's a side quest that she's talking about. Again, let's quickly run through all of these dialogue options. You guys can pause the screen if you would like to read what she's saying.
The Mages Guild runs more or less like it all. Once I can see Jaskar again, I'd be more than... Guild members who have access to the university, you know what it's like. Make lots of friends. Why, all the important... Archmage Traven lives there, in the town. The Imperial City just wouldn't be the same without him.
Okay, and there we are. Yeah, Jean Frasoric is one of the most,
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Well, she's not too bad, but the problem is that she's just one of those people that you really don't like being around if you didn't get that sort of signal there. All right, so we need to find Jaskar, and we need to talk to Valinaro, who has one of the most interesting names in all of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And where is he?
You've got a real bounce to your step. I'll bet you're quite the acrobat.
That I am. No, I wonder, actually.
Go ahead, please.
Tell me about Jaskar.
Oh, Jean has you looking for him, does she? I'm afraid you're not going to find him easily. I think, a spell backfired. That's probably it.
Why do you sound a little, unsure about that?
With all due respect to our wonderful leader, she couldn't cast her way out of a paper sack. It's insulting that we're here, working for her, when she knows nothing. She's managed to butter up the right people just enough to keep her position, and there's little we can do about it. But we have our ways of coping with the situation.
And what would that be?
It's a little too rugged up here for me. Add a couple hairs to a Nord, and you've got a bear.
That's a good one. Okay,
Bye.
so we need to convince him to tell us about Jaskar, but I wonder... Let's just, you know what I'm doing? I'm...
Go away. You'll ruin everything.
Oh, come on! That doesn't even do the quest?
Go away. You'll ruin everything.
What? I have to actually convince him? That's super duper lame. Okay, so basically, if you're not getting what's going on, they're pulling a prank on Jean Frasoric, and he's just invisible. He's casted an invisibility spell. He's right here. Literally, I'm looking at him.
Go away. You'll ruin everything.
But it looks like we still have to persuade Valinaro, which is silly. It's very silly. If you're smart enough to make the connection that he's probably just invisible and you can actually find him, you shouldn't have to use gold or your time to persuade Valinaro to tell you where he is.
What do you want?
But let's do that anyways.
We'll see.
Okay, so again, let's do this the smart way. I'm not good at this, as many people have pointed out. Okay, he loves boast, hates admire, likes coerce, doesn't really care about joke. So let's do that.
Don't try to manipulate. That's just great. You've got a point.
That was pretty good.
You want to find Jaskar? All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it. All right?
Okay, what is it?
That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.
I know where he is, man.
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar. Just go unlock Jean's desk with that spell I taught you. Her room should be easy to find. Bring me Jean's manual of spell. It's a shame that Selena doesn't join in our fun, but she takes her role as an alchemist very seriously. If you need supplies, she's the one to see.
All right.
The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always.
And unfortunately, again,
Let me know. Go away.
we know where he is, so this is silly. But anyways, in the next episode, we will steal Gene for Sorik's Spellcraft, whatever it is, that book, and then continue on with our recommendations. And I will see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.